Hello and good morning, good early morning to the best friends and family on YouTube. It's quite early and I did not sleep well at all, but here I am. It's a beautiful day, so hopefully it remains that way. But I'm doing a video now, obviously, because you can tell by the title, that I purchased to what I think is the cheapest ISF over in the motherland of Japan. Now, I have always wanted an ISF, but I never wanted to pay the $25,000, $30,000 plus dollars for them, even though that's still a steal of a deal comparatively to the JDM Legends that are quite clapped out now, that are selling for more than that. So this car is a huge, huge value. I'm going to put pictures up here. There was two that I was after. Both of them being the cheapest because that's kind of how I shop. I like to get the best deal possible. And it's worked out for me for the most part. Sometimes I have gotten vehicles that are, I'm just going to set this down on the hood of my truck and see if that works out for me. So yeah, it's worked out for me, in the past, but, sometimes you do get bit. And I did all the right things, as I always do. I did the checks, went through the auction sheet, got some confirmation from sellers, and all that jazz. Both of these cars were from dealers, but they were previous auction cars, which is usually how it goes. But yeah, so the one that I purchased is going to be about $18,000 to my door Canadian. It has 150,000 kilometers on it, and it is a late 2009 build, meaning that it has the Torsen LSD, yes, and just a little bit of like updates from the previous 2008. Here in North America, the 2010 is when it got all that stuff. Of course, in Japan, it is earlier, usually by like a year. So I did check and I did verify that I do indeed have the Torsen LSD. A dead giveaway is the blue steering wheel, which I'll put a snippet there. I'll be probably waiting for 3 months, so you guys will see the car. It's not perfect, but the auction sheet read that it had a couple A1 and U1. A1 is small scratches. Of course, you're going to have that on any used vehicle. And U1 is a minor dent. And there's a minor dent, which I'll show you here, right above the rear arch. That's right in the crease that kind of makes the arch. So that one's going to be a pain to look at. And I'm going to get that fixed ASAP. I've reached out to a couple of my friends who do PDR, and they say it's definitely fixable. So that's good. And those are the only qualms I can really see on the car, and what and it's consistent with what the auction sheet said as well, which is what you want, obviously. There was another one that I was going to buy, which I'll put here. That one was a year earlier, and this is after I actually got my ISF. I was under the impression they all had Torsen LSDs, but they don't. The first years they didn't, for whatever reason. It's kind of silly. But this one is in way better, I wouldn't say way better shape. It's just, it's bone stock, which is kind of what I like. The one that I purchased has a bunch of Tom's Racing bits. It has a titanium intake, which I'll put here. It says it has coilovers, so we'll see about that. But it has raised Volk wheels, which look to be in good shape. The RE30s, I think they are. So my car has some goodies that I can sell and either buy stock wheels or just buy whatever I want. So anyway, I think I purchased the cheapest LEXUS ISF available from Japan. And I think I got a good deal, and I hope when it arrives that it remains that way. But I just wanted to let you guys know, be ready for it as it comes down. What kind of started this all was I was going to buy a supercharger for the Mustang, and the Mustang sits more so than drives, and it's just because of, I have a family now, and it's I can't just go and do car stuff whenever I want. So I thought spending $15,000 to $20,000 on a supercharger wasn't the best use of my money. And I'm thinking to myself, I could just buy a car with that. And then I looked up the ISF prices, and to my surprise, they were very, very reasonable. There's a lot of them for around the 20 to 23 mark. But mostly the market's more so around that 25 to 30 mark. And it just depends. It's honestly the luck of the draw of what these dealers get them for, scoop them up for at the auction, and how fast they want to get rid of them. And the ISF hasn't caught the upward trend yet of popularity. I think they are heavily, heavily, heavily underrated cars. They're amazing cars. They really are. 416 horsepower, Yamaha, Toyota built engine, titanium valve train. Like, obviously you guys probably know what they are and what they're about. But it's the pinnacle of luxury and performance in one package. And there's guys that I personally know that are on my socials that have an ISF and hundreds of thousands of miles, and it's never skipped a beat. Just requires regular maintenance. Of course, it's the Toyota way, basically. So anyway, I'm super, super, super happy. My wife has already told me that we have to keep this one, and I agree with her. I've been doing good. I've been doing better with keeping my cars around. So I think the Lexus is going to be one of those ones where it's just like kind of a no-brainer to keep around, even though I could probably flip it and make 10 grand. I think it's more value in the garage. I could pack up the family. We can go to car shows together. We could go to the racetrack together. I could race the car, drive them home. Like, it's just an awesome, awesome package. But I just want to let you guys know, be ready for it, be excited for it, and hopefully you liked what you saw. And if you are new to the channel, check out other videos on the channel. There's lots of car stuff on there. And if you like what you see, subscribe. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Peace.